the way until tomorrow, the water just burst. And yeah, they took me to a police van and I gave birth in a police van.
Wow.
And in Tigoni hospital, the doctor was like, where do you come from? You have many luggage.
Hello and welcome to number one channel. My name is Davy Chams, coming live from Nairobi, Kenya. Today I'm with a guest here. She's been in marriage for several years, but she's gone through a lot along the way, of which she wanted to share across, so that any other woman going through the same will learn at least something through her stories. So I'm about to introduce her but before I do that, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, maybe watching us for the very first time, remember to subscribe, give our channel a like. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Please make sure you be among the first to make that happen. So I will first of all allow her to introduce herself. Mami, karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
We shall share a mic. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, hebu nitaomba tu introduce kwa viewers.
My name is Emma. Emma Aoko. I was born in a family of 7 kids. Yes.
Okay. Emma, kabla hata maybe tuendelee, why do you want to share story yako? Kwa nini unataka kushare story?
I would love to share my story because I would love to warn many ladies, especially young girls, not to make the mistake I made. Yeah, I fell for them, and if I made the mistake, let me be the last and first person to do so. Yes.
Okay. So, Ebu, let's start. How did this happen? Maybe take us through Vilojipata in this marriage.
Yeah, it was in 2013. In 2012, I had just finished Form 4. After going back to school, after 8 years, I went back to school. I was having a 2-year-old, so I went back to school. And after school in 2012, I went to Nairobi because the grade I wanted to attain, I didn't. I failed to attain the grade, so I was not going to uni. So I opted to go back to be a house girl because even the first time, the people who had taken me to school, I was a house girl before. So they took me to school, and in Form 1, Form 2, I got a scholarship through merit. So when I didn't perform, I felt so heartbroken. But I had to go back to Nairobi to look for a job, and I learned the housework again. And my boss was very nice, and she really loved me. And after staying with her for a short period, I fell in love with this guy. Yeah, that's how I found myself in this marriage. Yeah.
How was the marriage?
My God.
Ilikuwaje?
I can say at first I was like, how did I get myself into this situation? Because before, my mom had warned me never be a second wife, because she was the first wife and my dad married many wives along the way. So she never wanted her daughters to be second wives. So immediately I got myself into it. We went home. He introduced me to parents, and I saw the wife for the first time. For the first time, I knew this is not me. This is not what God planned for me. I was not comfortable. I was not myself. But now I was stuck. But with the word go, I knew I won't make it. I can't share a man. It was so hard. Yes.
Okay, when you got married to this guy, ulikuwa unajua kuna second wife ama ulisense nini?
Yeah, when I got married to him, when you were dating, we didn't even date for long, and he told me, when we got together, I was already in love with him. And then he told me, you know what, I have a wife and 5 kids. It was I wasn't that shocked. Yes, I was shocked, but not that much. And because I really wanted to be loved, I grew up without a dad. I was having low self-esteem. I was abused when I was 16 years old. I saw my brother commit suicide. I was left home alone. My mom was was the sole breadwinner, so she was fending for us. She didn't have time for us because she was there. She wanted us to go to school and have good life. So I was all alone. I had nobody to talk to. So when I found myself with this man, you can imagine I am from school and going after 8 years. But I find this man and he was very poor, very poor. But I never saw the poverty in him. I just wanted to belong, to be embraced, to be loved. That was what I was yearning for. So he told me he had a wife and 5 kids. Yeah, I was somehow shocked, but not that much, because me, my only mistake, my only crime was just to be loved. Yeah.
Ulitaka kupendwa?
Yes.
Kabisa kabisa, na ukasema this one siwezi mwacha.
Yeah.
So
right.
In that process ukiendanga kwake kuolewa akikuoa, wewe ulikuwa in love? Yeye mwenyewe si like in love ama alikuwa tu ni kuja tu we stay come we stay?
At first it was love at first. Yeah, he loved me. I don't know if he felt, but he loved me. And but it didn't last long before I started seeing some red flags. Yeah, but at first, yeah, he loved me. He has a new catch. Yeah, he loved me.
So where did these things start going wrong? Ukaona hizi vitu yazingiani, things are not working, things going south. Ulijua aje?
Yeah, we went home and he introduced me to his parents, as I said. He introduced me to his wife. And the wife was so much hurt. She was so angry, very sad, and I noticed...
The wife?
The wife. But me wasn't in that marriage to hurt the wife, because I had seen my mom getting along well with the co-wives, but not knowing what she went through in order for her to make the co-wives happy. Maybe that's the reason as to why she didn't want me to get into being a second wife. So when we went home, he introduced me to the wife and the family, his parents, and we got along well with the wife. We could go to the market together, do all stuff together. But deep down my heart, I saw her struggling. And even me, I knew, oh my God, this is not my portion, because like, oh, at the end of the day...
Now the wife struggling.
Yeah, they were struggling to love me, to embrace the man, because the man has brought a second wife. You have to try and try your best. And if you can't try, maybe the second wife is going to make your man very happy. So you just have to pretend and fake, just in order, to make him happy, for his own selfish gain. So we could try, but none of us was happy. So we stayed at home, and it was time to come to Nairobi. And after some time, I was pregnant with my firstborn, and after some time, I started seeing some red flags. Now the man, he has a name. He has a name over himself. He has 2 wives. They get along well. They love him. He can maintain 2 families. But in real sense, no. Nobody was happy. So at least he has done his work. So he came to Nairobi, and then the love is not there anymore. He started abusing me. He could drink and come, call me names. He could come, and maybe sometimes he comes late. And he started even dating a lady I knew of. So that is how things just started not adding up. Yeah.
So, in this marriage,
yes,
because this guy had another wife, first wife. You went there as a second wife.
Yes.
Then when I say you fall in love, you just wanted love.
Yeah.
So, is there something you learned from this guy, Kwamba? Okay, did you ever ask him why are you marrying 2 second wives yet you have a family? Ulisema tu bora ikuwe love.
Yeah, at one point I asked him, because I was like, he has a perfect family, why me? And then he gave me some lame excuse. Oh, my wife doesn't respect my people. My wife is kichongumu. And then there's this excuse he told me, oh, I would love to have a boy child, because he was having 4 girls and 1 boy. So he wanted a son, but I knew that can't be, because the man, I know from my small biology back in high school, I know the man is responsible for any sex. So So yeah, he gave me such lame excuses. But Dave, as I can say, from the word go, I was like, no, this can't work. But now I was stuck. I was expectant. I didn't know how to come out. And I had hidden from my mom because my mom warned me. He warned us very much because my sister had been married at the second wife, it never worked. So my mom was against it. But now I was stuck. I was like, what about if I give birth and then I come out of it? But it wasn't the case. Yeah.
So, ukiona, was he like, was this guy serious marrying you because of a boy child? Ama alikuwa tu anataka to punish the first wife?
I think as many men, they just want to send a message to first wives. Not that they hate them, but they want to be kings in that marriage, in that setup. They want to be adored. They want, like their word to be like law. Like first wives, utaringa sana, but when you are many, like he puts you on your toes. You are, oh my God, you are on your toes most of the time. You are competing for his love. You are competing for his attention. And he will never love the two of you. He will always, a man was created to love one person. He just has one heart as a human being. He will never love the two of you. So like you compete, you are like, oh my God, what is my wife doing that I'm not doing? You are not yourself. You lack, the self-esteem is gone, the happiness, your dignity. You are drained in that kind of marriage. And I always say the only person who won was our man. Let me say Baba Halima, my firstborn is called Halima. It's Baba Halima, now he's my ex. He's the only person who won. But as we were fighting, we were on our toes, we were like, what can I do to impress him? How can I dress? It takes everything away from a woman. You are like shovels to please someone who will never be pleased. And let me tell you, this man will never want any one of you to leave, because if any leaves, mwingine ataringa sana, and picha yake pia itarudi chini. So he will always maintain the two of you. Nevertheless, he doesn't love all of you, but atataka mkwe kwa hiyo marriage. But it is very bitter, you bleed, it is fatal. It is fatal because sometimes you think of like going to even witch doctors, which it won't work. So I don't know, but I wish I could have walked out very early.
How was the marriage like? You are having here your co-wife. How was she? Like life ilikuwa aje na yeye? Alikuwa anajisikia aje? Wewe umekuja, umeinvade marriage yake.
Yeah.
Yes, a second wife, because she was the queen of the house.
Yes.
Alikuwa anajua ni yeye peke yake, but now this guy has come here. You are.
Yeah.
Yeye ulikuwa unamwona alikuwa anafeel aje?
Oh my God, no man should go through what first wives go through because someone has come into their marriages. No, it is so bitter. I feel for her. I feel like right now, not before, right now, even if I am the first wife, I will never entertain a man bringing a woman into that marriage. She really felt for it. But she was there because maybe she didn't have a job. Here she is having 5 kids. You have to just endure. But deep inside you are suffering. But she fought for her marriage. And that man never loved me. Maybe from the word go.
How did you know that he never loved you?
Because we went home, and after going home, when I was expectant, the second time we went home to shave my daughter, and then the third time when I was having my second born son, that's the only time we went home. But in the last 10 years, this man doesn't even know where I came from. He has not built me a house. He just put a cage at the house garage, attached house for me. Up to that time, up to now, when you were enough is enough, he didn't even bother to go where I was born. He never maintained me like a wife. Nevertheless, maybe the second wife.
Did he ever take you to maybe to his home where he was born?
Yeah.
How was the reception?
The mom really loved me. Yeah, the parents loved me. But I was only having an issue with the wife, which I now understand. like even me, I will feel bitter. Yeah, but the parents love me. They don't have a say, so they just they welcome me very well. Yeah.
Now back to the co-wife. Did you how did you ever talk like mlikuwa mnaongea saa ingine mnapiga story ama you sit to like co-wives wanakaa wanaongea ama ilikuwa tu sasa this is my space?
Yeah, like as I told you, like when I went, the wife was so nice to me, but she was forced to do so. Because here you're your first wife, people are laughing at you. Like, oh, you ulikuwa unajiringa, your man has married, so you just have to pretend for people to say all is well when it's not well. So we talked, we did everything, but we were forcing. She was forcing because of her husband. She wanted to please her husband. She didn't want her husband to just go like that. No, she had been with him for 10 years again. So how would she just...
With how many children?
She had 5 kids by the time, but now she has the sixth one. Yeah.
Now, will you discover that these things are not working?
As I told you, like when I went home and I saw I can share a man with someone, I knew it won't work. It won't, because it is so hard. You can share everything, Dave, but don't share a man. Don't share a woman. No, it can't work. People should just know it can't work. It's not working, and we should just stop faking it. We should stop calling each other sisters in a polygamy marriage. It can't. You can't be sisters to a co-wife. No, it can't work. And even my mom wants me. Your co-wife will never be a friend. So I knew, like, when we were home, he could go sleep in my co-wife's house. Oh my God, that's when I knew this thing, no, I'm forcing it, but it can't work. But now he was really pregnant. I wasn't having any source of income. Yes, I had been employed. But I didn't know how to come out. My mom, by that time, I had not told her. So I was stuck. But at the word go, when I discovered I can share a man, I knew it won't work. Yeah.
Well, hey. So this guy got you ukiwa unafanya job?
Yeah, I was a house girl. I was just completed Form 4. Then I opted to go to be a house girl so as to go to college, because like my scholarship, they were only sponsoring people who got a B, the grade for the university. But minus that, no. I can say that they only sponsored up to Form 4, and they expected me to pass. It was very well performing. It's only that reaching Form 2, almost Form 3, something happened. And I started like, my performance just went down. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, ilifika hapo sasa ukapaka vitu zako ama what happened then ukafika sema, did you tell him just to wake up one day and ukamwambia no, I'm going my way?
What you have to know there, in this situation, the last nail on the coffin I didn't walk out is the one who walked out.
The guy?
Yeah, the guy. But before I was like on off, I could go and come back. I even once lived in a safe house in Kibera. It is called Shoko. So I could go and then he could come and apologize and I could come back. I told you that this in such an arrangement, the man will never wish any one of you to go. No, he will just like joke around with your brain, but will never wish any one of you to go. It's upon you to sit down and just call yourself in a meeting. Ask yourself if it is right, if you have the happiness and everything that you really desired. But you will never. So like the last time, I was like, I don't live with my son, because when I was going to high school, I was having a son. I don't live with my son. This man doesn't know where I came from. And he has done nothing for me. Apart from that, oh my God, I can't like share a man anymore. This marriage, I have to live it with the honor. So I had to tell him. And deep inside me, something was like, no, you have to live. You are hurting. You are pretending. You have to live. So like when I told him, like, you don't know even where I came from. You are like, I used to work. Up to now, I used to work from Monday to Sunday. Yeah. But most of the time he could come, he could call you names, he could physically abuse you, emotionally was abused. It was very chaotic.
It reached a point where he started abusing you?
Oh, it was very chaotic. This man was very, very abusive. The marriage was toxic. And I sat myself down and I was like, what am I gaining in this marriage?
Was he toxic on both of you?
No. Now that at that time, the wife, they were so much together. They really loved themselves. The only person who was suffering it was me. But this man couldn't want the wife to know that we are having like some small issues. He really wanted to paint the marriage as made in heaven, working and all that. So he never. But him with the wife, the kids, they were, oh my God, they were a perfect family. And what people have to know, this man never left his kids. Never. If there's one thing I will always appreciate him for, it is he never left the kids. He was there for his kids.
Both kids. I mean, both sides.
Especially the first family. Oh my God, he loved the kids. Most of the time, he could call them, tell them to work hard, encourage. Oh my God, if there's one award I can give him, it is that. He really loved his kids.
Now, there is one thing here. Okay, did you reach a point whereby unaona kweli this guy is now, leaning the other side, kunipenda mimi, yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It even didn't take like a year. I started seeing it. But now, as I told you, I was stuck. Sometimes you are expectant, sometimes you are jobless. Sometimes you are like, if I leave, my God, people are going to laugh at me. What will people say? I wasted my time. Let me just like...
you had kids with him?
Yeah, 2 kids. So what I'm familiar to, let me just pretend maybe it will change. But not pretending because you want this man for yourself. All for him, yourself alone. No. I really wanted him, like, if he can just love the 2 of us. But that never happened. That's when I knew the man can never. Man was just created for one wife. Yeah.
What did you learn in this marriage?
Oh my God.
In this thing, like, being a co-wife?
One thing I learned, first and foremost, I will stick by my point. Polygamy will never work. It has never worked. It will never work. I have learned, don't be the reason as to why a family can break up. Yeah, they may be having some issues, but hiyo lauma yote unawekewa. You carry the cross. Stop carrying a man's cross. Let him deal with his own issues, with his own family issues. Don't be the reason as to why people will curse you. The first time will curse you. People will curse you. My marriage can't work just because of you. Maybe it couldn't have worked if you were not even around. But don't be put yourself.
Reason.
Yeah, the reason for people to put all the blame on you. And I've learned that just respect this thing called marriage. Maybe it works. Yeah, for me, I've learned even if I was the first wife, I will never allow someone to bring a second wife. As I said, I will never share a man. I've learned it cannot work. It is hurting. It is, you put yourselves in a very sad situation. You will never know peace. You are waiting for someone to make you happy. Maybe when he's with you, that's the only time you are happy. Yeah, you deserve to be happy. You deserve your dignity. You deserve to walk with your head high. Not like, oh, my people are laughing at me. No. Yeah.
In this story,
yes,
I know it's a big lesson. To you, to so many people, including yourself.
Yeah.
So many young girls outside here are making silly mistakes of, decisions. Let me use the word decisions.
Yes.
Marriage decision, that is. Deceived by someone in terms of money, maybe.
Yeah.
Where money involved, anything is possible. So what do you tell them, the lesson you've learned? What word do you have for them?
I can say, first and foremost, let me just warn them. Never dare. Stop putting yourself into a situation you will find it hard to come out of it. This thing will never work. You can be happy, you can wait for your man, you can make your money. And I just want to encourage young girls. Do whatever you can do to have your own money and never sacrifice your dreams for a man. No, never. And if you think, even the mpangwa candles, the side chicks, you are beautiful and wonderfully made. Why do you have to share a man? Why do you want a man to make you a distractor? When he's having issues, the only person who can calm him down is you. No, let him deal with his or her own issues, his own issues. Never be a distractor for him. And don't go and spoil somebody's marriage. No, it is not even in the Bible. No, the Bible says it is when the person who comes between the two people. That is that. I don't want you to find yourself in such situation. Yeah, take your time. You better be single but happy, because that arrangement will make you not be happy the rest of your life. Yeah, you will be bleeding, you will be hurting, you will be faking, you will be drained. It is not worth. Yeah.
Kuna wale wenye nasema hata akiwa na even if maybe the guy akona wanawake 10, ako tayari kukua even the 11th one. Unawambia kama watu kama waje? No, because are those the you're ready.
Yeah. Nawambia ujui chenye unangoja. Just find yourself inside that water, then utajua guy, it wasn't what you were expecting. Because this man will never love you alone. Hata kama kwa 10 ama wawili, hata he has to balance. Utakuwa unafeel aje as a young chick, a young lady, waiting for somebody's husband to come and please you, to come and akufanyia kila kitu. No, look for your man. Kuwa na pesa yako, start making your own money. Go to school, go back to school. Get a job. Kama si job, hustle. The only thing that I have found out, Davy, yenye nafanya 90% people get into such kind of arrangements, it's because of poverty. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, it's because of poverty. You are poor and you are and low self-esteem. I just want to tell girls, don't be a victim. Despite that you didn't grow up with your dad, what happened to you, no, you should never be a victim. There are people who have went through a lot of stuff, but they refuse to be victims and they are successful. Don't be a victim. Don't be a reason as to why a man will atatembea na kichwa juu akisema my wives. Hapana, don't give him a chance to roll over you. You don't deserve it. You deserve better. Yeah.
Now, there is this one thing mostly ladies wanakuanga nayo kwamba okay, you have that, you already have a lesson.
Yeah.
You have that experience. Ukona hiyo experience.
Yes.
Between this is a man amekuchukua wewe, the way it just happened to you.
Yeah.
You're married as a second wife. Is it like there's a say inasemanga, after all this man will always go back to the wife hata kama anakuwa na mpango ya kando. Do you think the second wife anakuwa kama mpango ya kando? Do you think so? According to experience.
Yeah, in somehow yes, because only that he will never disclose that you are in mpango ya kando. But in real sense you are. Because 100% will never give it to you. He will give it to the wife, and that is what mpango kandos are getting. So you are in mpango kando, but will never disclose it to you, and will never want you to go because you help him to keep the first wife on toes. He instills a lot of
to build that superiority.
Yeah, the ego. He wants his ego to be big, and you people, you help him to make his ego to be big. So yeah, you are in Pangakano, but in real, he will never let you know that.
Never show you.
Yeah, he will never show you. He will make you just hang around, telling you he loves you. And most of the time when things are not getting better, yeah, he would like pretend, but he doesn't want any of you to leave, because if any of you leaves, the ego will go down, and the respect you've given, you put to his name, my God, it will go down, and he will never allow that to happen. So it is up to you to just decide, no, enough is enough, it is not working. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, I'm principled, I am, yeah, I have many things to achieve, but not just to fight for a human being. No, it's up to you to decide what kind of a life you want for yourself and your kids.
Now, you're out of this thing, eh?
Yes.
How is it now? Like, do you see any change after leaving this guy? How is life? You want to change?
What I can say, first and foremost, I have my peace of mind. Like, we can relate with my kids very well. And like when you used to be with him, he could come and tell me, I'll kill you, call me names. But right now we have some very quality relationship with my kids. We relate very well. Sometimes I can go to the house very late. No one is going to ask me. No one is going to ask me, what about you are from your baby daddy? No one will call me names. I'm very happy. I have my peace of mind. Though I haven't healed yet, but the peace I have with myself, and the peace to know that I have left my ex co-wife with the man she loves. It gives me a lot of peace. The peace to know that I came out of that marriage, and I want to share my story with young girls. Many young girls have been calling me and telling me, Emma, if it wasn't because of you, we could have made the silly mistakes. Thank you. Many young girls, as young as 20 years old, calling me, and even the first wives telling me, Emma, can we leave? No, I usually advise them, no, it is upon you. It's upon you. But many young girls have called me, and they are very grateful to what I did, because it's just like, they retreated to the silly mistakes they were about to make. And I'm very happy for myself, no matter what people will say. Yeah.
Are you happy for your former co-wife?
Yeah, I'm very happy for her, because now she has her man by herself. Yeah, if anything happens, I'm not the blame, I'm not the punching bag. Yeah, she has a man by herself. And all I just would love to say is that I'm very sorry for the silly mistake I made. I was just having this low self-esteem. I really wanted to be loved, to belong. And I came from a broken, dysfunctional family. That cost me a lot, but I'm very happy for her. Yeah.
Wow. Last words to your ex, or that handler.
Oh, I just would love to tell him that, well, I really loved him so much before, but now what is between the two of us is the kids. He's the dad of my kids. He's free to not to come to my house, but he's free to see his kids wherever he would see, he would deem most. But between me and him, it is over. He should go back to his wife as he did for the 10 years, and just be open to the wife and tell him that we broke up, it can't work, it's not working, and polygamy, no, it can't work. Yeah.
Any advice to men outside there?
Oh my God, men should stop pretending. Stop using women. Stop using women as to satisfy your ego. No, it's wrong. It's wrong. You were created for one woman. Stop using women for PR. You have to look like you are successful, you are doing better, you can have many women who can get along well. No, it can't work. And you know deep inside yourselves, you can't love all these women. You will only love one woman. Stop wasting their time, tell them the truth, and love your families. Stop bringing the side chicks and stop it. This game, it has to come to an end, and you have to be you have to be frank with yourselves and with your families. It is not fair to the women. It's not fair to young girls. What you are doing, it is evil, and you have to stop it.
Maybe if I may ask the last question.
Yes.
Have you moved on with another man, or are you, if not, are you planning to do so?
Oh my God, Dave, I am in a healing process. Like,
True.
what I want now is just time for my kids. My son, we have been apart for many years. I want to find time to bond with him. My daughter has been traumatized for long. I want to bond with him. I want to.
These are his kids.
Yeah. I want to tell her that it shall be well. Yeah, no matter what she went through. Maybe in 5 years' time, maybe if I have healed, I have known who I am, I have forgiven myself, my kids have forgiven me. Yeah, maybe. And I don't want young Yahoo boys. No, I don't want Yahoo boys. I want people like, if I date now, I want someone 50, 60 plus. Yeah, I don't want young, and someone who doesn't have a wife, someone who is not divorced. Maybe the wife passed on, and he has kids, but divorcee, no. I just want my man. If that person, my ideal man, is not in this world, I will be very happy to be single, but happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So men, hope you're listening to this. Emma wants, you've seen her preference. She wants not a divorcee.
Yes.
She wants her man, maybe a widower somehow, and that should be in the next 5 years, because she's still in healing process, and you know, healing is a process. So that's her words.
Yes.
Maybe your last words before you wind up, as we wind up to your 2 beautiful kids.
Oh, just one.
They will watch one day this video.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't want to watch right now.
Not now, but
Yeah,
one day.
I'm
Yeah,
protecting
no.
them.
Yeah.
But I just want to say to my 3 kids, not even 2.
Oh yeah.
I love them so much. Like, Dave, what you don't know, my first son, my firstborn, I gave birth to him when I was a house girl in somewhere somewhere, I don't know, I have forgotten the name of the estate, but I gave birth when I was a house girl, and the family really loved me. And when I got pregnant, my boss told me, "You're going nowhere." So I stayed in that house, and I gave birth when I was having some labor pains. We were 2 of us, the house girls. My colleague called her, and she came running, and she told me, "Can I take you to Pumwani?" I said, no, because I didn't want to burden them. I didn't know them. They were just being good Samaritans to me. So I told them, no, I want to go home. So I left and went home, but along the way at Limuru, the water just burst. And yeah, they took me to a police van, and I gave birth in a police van.
Wow.
And in Tigoni Hospital, the doctor was like, "Where do you come from? You have many luggages." This woman had given me everything. So he was like, "Where are your people?" So I had to give him the number of my former boss. And the former boss called me and told me, "I'm sending a taxi." Those days we didn't have Ubers. "I'm sending a taxi to come pick you, come to my house. When you will be better, you will have healed, you can go back home." So I went back to my former boss's house. I stayed there almost 2 weeks, and she called my family back home. "Emma is coming, she has a baby, you have to wait for her." Yeah, so I love all 3 kids. They mean a lot to me. They mean the world to me. They are the biggest asset that I have. They are so priceless. They are my God. Yeah, I can't trade them with anything. I love them, and I want to pass a message to them that it shall be well. It shall be well. With time, we'll pick up, and yeah, I would love when they grow up to like my sons to respect women. My daughter, don't fear men. There are good men outside there. Yeah. Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this. And actually, hope ladies out there have learned a lesson you've learned something from Emma's story, because through what she went through wasn't that easy. And marriage, there's no smooth marriage in this world. Every marriage has story, but her advice is so strong. Keep your man. Do not share a man. So thank you so much for watching this, guys. If you're watching us maybe for the very first time, remember to subscribe to the channel, We're headed to 5,000 subscribers. Please be among the many people to make this happen. I've been your host, Davy Chams. See you in the next video. Keep it locked.